everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Ajike Williams here of Lifestyles with Ajike Williams. Today I will be teaching you how to make an awesome tuna fish salad for your late night snacks. So let's jump in with this lesson, and I would like that all of you take out a piece of paper and a pen so that you can jot down what it is that you need to have to make this awesome snack for you and your family, or maybe it's just you and your hubby that's sitting around and you just get hungry at night. You know how that goes, right? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need is the guess, and our guess is tuna, and I use albacore tuna. I like it because it has a more flaky and firm texture to it, and this is housed in water. Sometimes you can get it in oil. I don't like the oil, I like the water. So if you want your recipe to come out the way mine is going to come out, then I suggest you get the albacore tuna in water, solid white. So let's open up and get started. So we're going to drain off the water first. And I'm using a clear bowl so that you'll be able to see how I am breaking up the tuna. Now, if you like, you can put the tuna in your food processor, and of course, if you do that, it's going to take you much longer. So I suggest you just get a knife, and this is what we do. We break up the meaty part of the tuna. It smells nice also, guys. You want to break it up as much as possible so that you won't really have large meaty pieces of the tuna. So break it up very well. That's why I said if you have a food processor, because you don't have the patience to do what I'm doing, then you just put it in the food processor and 1, 2, 3, bingo, you're done. Okay, this is good. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, and this is what I'm also using too, guys. This is relish. I use sweet pickle relish. So you can find that on the shelves at your grocer. Sweet pickle radish, and relish. Sorry, not radish. Radish is a vegetable. So the relish, my relish is organic. The next thing that I use, now it's going to be up to you. It's a matter of taste. But if you want something that is interesting, something that is different, I would suggest you get smoked paprika. Okay, so you can find this at Whole Foods, or you could just use your plain ground black pepper. But if you want something that has some interest to it, I suggest you get the smoked paprika. Now the next thing that I use also is Himalaya pink salt. So I use Himalaya salt, as you can see it's pink because it's loaded with minerals. So you'd want to get that. And then over here I have already prepared, I have some chopped parsley. So you want to get yourself some parsley. I'm going to show you how to chop it up, because some people don't know how to do certain things, so that's why they don't do them, and that's why they come here to YouTube to learn. Okay, here I have some chopped green bell pepper, and over here I have my red onion and I have my white onion. So it's a matter of preference. Which one would you like? Would you like using a red onion, or would you like a white onion? It's also a matter of taste. One has a stronger taste than the other, which is the white onion. So I'm only going to use one to chop up for you, so that you would at least, since it's already cut, I'm only going to take off a little piece because I've got onions chopped already. I'm just doing this to show you how you can easily chop up those onions. And the red onion also does not make you cry as much. And if you want to avoid crying from an onion, keep the onion in your fridge. I keep my onions in my refrigerator. Of course, they stay longer, and when I'm going to use them, I don't have to worry about crying. So that's why everybody's afraid of onions, because they think about crying. Now you see, that's all done. All done and ready to use. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is your green bell pepper, which is also part of this recipe. So I'll just cut off a little bit just to show you how to cut up your bell pepper. And here we go. So there's your green bell pepper right there. And the next thing I'm going to cut up for you, actually the red pepper is not going to go into our salad. We're just using this for a garnish. That's why we're going to use the red pepper. Now I'm just going to cut off a little tiny edge here, because this is going to be our garnish. So that's what our garnish is going to look like that, guys. So we'll put this over to the side. Now the next thing that we're going to do, here's our parsley, and we're going to just get that all chopped up. This, again, too, can go into your food processor so that you won't have to be cutting up the parsley. So I have my food processor, but I'm doing it the laborious way because not everyone is fortunate to have or even have a food processor because they don't know what to do with it. So that's why I'm just doing it the practical, old-fashioned way. So there is our parsley. It's been all chopped up. So we will just put it in our dish. And the next thing that you want to have, which I've already done, is you want to have a hard-boiled egg. Now you can cut it. Let's see, since what we're going to put it on is small, I'm going to cut it not in the lengthwise. I am cutting it horizontally as opposed to cutting it vertically. Now this also can be used as a garnish. So that's why I have my hard-boiled egg. And some people mix the hard-boiled egg in the tuna, but we're not going to do that today. So, okay guys, here we go. Here is our relish. And I'm going to take, this is a teaspoon, I'm going to take a teaspoon of relish. Now use sweet relish. There's relish that is not sweet. You could use that as well, but I like my sweet relish. It gives your tuna a very nice flavor and taste. So here's a little bit, just only a tiny bit of parsley I'm adding. And then I'm going to add our red onions and our bell pepper, green bell pepper. And next, I'm going to sprinkle our Himalaya salt. Okay. You probably want to just use the salt, just salt to taste. And the next thing I'm going to be using is our, there we go. Now, I'm only using just a little bit of the smoked paprika. So I'll show you what the little bit is. This is what I call a little bit. Just to give it that mysterious taste that no one will really know what it is. So let's mix this through. And the next thing I'm going to use a tablespoon, a nice heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise. I like using Hellmann's mayonnaise, and at times I use, when I can get it, I use the organic mayonnaise from Whole Foods. But today we don't have that in the house, so we're using what we have, which is Hellmann's. Very good mayonnaise that I use to make potato salad with, which I will one day make some potato salad for you. Now I'm going to add another, this time it's not going to be a heaping tablespoon, it's just going to be a tablespoon of mayonnaise. Because I like to see my mayonnaise in my recipe. I don't want to guess. Is it there? Is it not there? How do you guys like your mayonnaise? You like to see it? You don't like to see it? You know, give me an answer in the comment box as to how you like your mayonnaise in your salads. Do you want to see it? Do you want to have loads of it? You don't want to see it? Drop it in the comment box. I love to hear from you. Okay.